Hello everyone, and welcome back to another thrilling deep dive from the team here at Days Drama Digest. We're your go-to source for all the juicy spoilers, heart-pounding plot twists, and emotional roller coasters that make Days of Our Lives the ultimate soap opera obsession. If you're a die-hard fan like us, you know that Salem is never short on drama, but trials lurk around every corner. Secrets simmer just beneath the surface, and alliances can shatter in an instant. Today, we're zeroing in on one of the most gripping storylines unfolding right now, the tangled web between Sophia and Rachel. Will Rachel finally wake up to the manipulation she's entangled in? Could she be the one to derail Sophia's meticulously crafted escape plan? Buckle up, because we're about to dissect this saga in all its dramatic glory. Let's jump right in and explore what could be one of the most explosive revelations in recent episodes. To set the stage properly, let's rewind a bit and remind ourselves of the chaotic circumstances that have led us here. Days of Our Lives has always been a masterclass in high-stakes drama, where characters' lives intertwine in ways that leave viewers gasping for breath. Sophia, that cunning and resourceful schemer, has found herself confined to Bayview, the infamous mental health facility that's been the backdrop for countless escapes, breakdowns, and comebacks in Salem's history. Bayview isn't just a building, it's a symbol of isolation. A fortress where the troubled souls of Salem are supposed to find redemption or, more often, plot their next move. Sophia's time there has been anything but restful. She's been biding her time, her mind racing with plans to break free from the sterile walls and watchful eyes of the staff. But freedom doesn't come easy in Salem, especially when you're as notorious as Sophia. Enter Rachel, the unwitting pawn in this high-tension game of cat and mouse. Rachel, oh poor, trusting Rachel. She's the epitome of loyalty misplaced. A character whose heart often leads her straight into the jaws of deception. As viewers, we've watched her navigate the treacherous waters of Salem's relationships, always hoping for the best in people even when the red flags are waving furiously. In this storyline, Rachel has become Sophia's lifeline without even realizing it. Sophia, with her sharp wit and manipulative charm, has woven a tapestry of lies so convincing that Rachel sees her not as a danger, but as a friend in need. It's heartbreaking to witness. Rachel's blind faith is the kind that soap operas thrive on, the sort that builds tension until it snaps like a taut wire. She trusts Sophia implicitly, believing every word that drips from her lips like honeyed poison. This trust is so profound that Rachel hasn't breathed a word about Sophia's true intentions to anyone at her family, not her friends, not even a whisper to the authorities. In Salem, where gossip spreads like wildfire, the silence is golden for Sophia, but it could spell disaster for Rachel if the truth ever comes crashing down. Now, let's delve deeper into the mechanics of Sophia's escape plan, because this is where the drama truly escalates. Sophia isn't just winging it, she's orchestrated a scheme that's as intricate as a spider's web, with Rachel caught right in the center. One of the most poignant moments we've anticipated is when Rachel, in a display of unwavering devotion, hands over the money she's scraped together. Picture this, the dim lighting of a secretive meeting place, perhaps a shadowy corner outside Bayview or a hushed conversation in a visitor's room. Rachel's hands tremble slightly as she passes the envelope, her eyes filled with a mix of determination and naivety. "This is for you," she might whisper, believing she's helping a friend escape an unjust confinement. But oh, the irony, this money isn't just cash, it's the fuel for Sophia's getaway, the key to unlocking doors that should remain firmly shut. Sophia accepts it with a grateful smile, her mind already calculating the next steps, while Rachel pats herself on the back for being a good Samaritan. But the plan doesn't stop there. In a twist that's straight out of a thriller novel, Rachel agrees to impersonate Sophia once more. Yes, you heard that right, impersonation. The classic soap opera trope that's led to so many mistaken identities and chaotic mix-ups. Rachel will don a disguise, perhaps mirroring Sophia's hairstyle, clothing, and mannerisms to perfection. Her mission: to check the bedroom at Bayview, ensuring that no one suspects Sophia's absence. Imagine the tension in that scene, Rachel sneaking through the corridors, her heart pounding like a drum in her chest, every creak of the floorboards amplifying her fear. She's hoping against hope that they won't be discovered, that her act will hold up under scrutiny. The stakes are sky-high. If she's caught, it could unravel everything, exposing not just Sophia's plan but Rachel's complicity. This act of impersonation isn't just a favor, it's a dive into the deep end of deception, where one wrong move could drown them both. As the plan unfolds, Sophia makes her bold move, escaping from Bayview under the cover of whatever shadows she can muster. The escape itself is a sequence ripe for dramatic visualization. We can almost see it now, Sophia slipping out through a side door, or perhaps scaling a fence in the dead of night, her breath coming in short, ragged bursts. The air is thick with anticipation, the kind that makes your skin prickle. Once free, she emerges into the town square, Salem's bustling heart where secrets are both hidden and revealed. The town square has been the stage for so many pivotal moments in Days of Our Lives' romantic reunions. Heated confrontations and yes, furtive escapes. Sophia, ever the strategist, isn't taking any chances. She pulls on a dark hoodie, the fabric enveloping her like a cloak of invisibility. Hood drawn low over her face to shield her features from prying eyes. She moves with calculated stealth, blending into the crowd, avoiding eye contact. Her steps quick but not frantic. The goal is simple: don't attract attention. In a town like Salem, where everyone knows everyone else's business, anonymity is her greatest ally. But drama wouldn't be drama without complications. And here's where the plot thickens into a veritable storm. Ari, the ever-vigilant and perhaps overly suspicious character, happens to be nearby. Ari's presence is no coincidence in the world of soap operas. Fate, you're the writers love to throw curveballs like this. Picture Ari strolling through the square, maybe sipping a coffee or chatting on her phone. Her eyes scanning the surroundings out of habit. Suddenly, a glimpse of a hooded figure that seems familiar, a posture that rings alarm bells. Is that Sophia? The question hangs in the air like a thundercloud. Sophia, sensing the danger, could quicken her pace, darting into an alley or melting into a group of passers-by before Ari can get a clear look. The near miss would be edge-of-your-seat stuff, with the camera cutting between Sophia's tense expression and Ari's narrowing eyes. If Sophia plays her cards right, she escapes unscathed, leaving Ari doubting her own instincts. However, the potential for trouble looms large, and it's this uncertainty that keeps us glued to our screens. What if Ari doesn't let it go? What if she decides to investigate further? In a move that could spell doom for Sophia's freedom, Ari might whip out her phone and call Bayview directly. Is Sophia still there? She could ask, her voice laced with suspicion. The call would set off a chain reaction: alarms blaring, staff scrambling, and the net closing in on Sophia before she even reaches the edge of town. This scenario isn't just possible, it's probable in the high-drama universe of Days of Our Lives, where one phone call can topple empires. The tension builds as we imagine the receptionist at Bayview hesitating, checking records. And then the horrifying confirmation: Sophia is gone. Ari's interference could turn a smooth escape into a frantic chase, with Sophia dodging authorities and allies alike. Yet the real wild card in this entire escapade isn't Ari, it's Rachel herself. Up until now, Rachel has been the perfect accomplice. Her trust in Sophia is solid as a rock. But what if the veil lifts? What if Rachel starts to piece together the fragments of doubt that have been niggling at the back of her mind? Soap operas excel at these moments of realization, where a character's world crumbles in slow motion. Perhaps it's an overheard conversation, a slip-up from Sophia, or simply Rachel's intuition kicking in. The drama would peak as Rachel confronts the truth: she's been manipulated, used as a tool in Sophia's grand scheme. The betrayal would cut deep, transforming Rachel's loyalty into a burning rage. In a fit of emotion, tears streaming, voice trembling, she might decide to come clean. Admitting the truth to the authorities or her loved ones could be her way of reclaiming control. But it would undoubtedly sabotage Sophia's escape. Imagine the scene: Rachel bursting into the police station, her confession spilling out like a dam breaking. I helped her, but she lied to me. The fallout would be immense. Sophia recaptured, relationships shattered, and new vendettas born. This potential turn of events raises so many questions that have us buzzing with anticipation. Will Rachel's eyes finally open to the manipulation? Sophia has played her role masterfully, preying on Rachel's kindness and vulnerability. But in Salem, no deception lasts forever. Rachel's character arc has often involved growth through hardship. This could be her moment to evolve from naive enabler to empowered truth-teller. On the other hand, Sophia's cunning is legendary. She might have contingencies in place, ways to keep Rachel in line even as doubts creep in. The interplay between these two women is a study in contrast: Sophia's cold calculation versus Rachel's warm-hearted gullibility. If Rachel does sabotage the plan, it could lead to a confrontation that's pure soap gold yelling, accusations, perhaps even a physical scuffle in the town square for maximum public spectacle. Let's not forget the broader implications for the show. Days of Our Lives has a rich history of escape plots, from the infamous Stefano Dimara's multiple resurrections to other characters daring breakouts. Sophia's story echoes these, but with a modern twist of female empowerment and betrayal. If her plan succeeds, it opens doors to new adventures. Perhaps Sophia is seeking revenge on those who put her in Bayview, or allying with unexpected characters. But if it fails due to Rachel's intervention, we could see a ripple effect across Salem. Families divided, secrets exposed, and alliances reformed. Ari's role adds another layer. Her suspicion could evolve into a full-blown investigation, pulling in more characters like Brady or Teresa, escalating the drama to ensemble levels. As we speculate, it's worth exploring the emotional depths of these characters to understand why this storyline resonates so deeply. Sophia isn't just a villain, she's a complex anti-heroine shaped by past traumas. Her time in Bayview might have been triggered by a breakdown, perhaps from a failed relationship or a family betrayal details the show has hinted at, but not fully revealed. This vulnerability makes her manipulation of Rachel not just cruel, but tragically human. She sees Rachel as a means to an end, but deep down there might be a flicker of guilt. In contrast, Rachel's trust stems from her own history of being let down, making her desperate for genuine connections. Handing over the money and impersonating Sophia are acts of rebellion for her, a way to feel alive in a town that often sidelines her. The escape sequence itself deserves more vivid elaboration. When Sophia slips out of Bayview, the night air would be crisp, carrying the scent of impending rain, a metaphor for the storm about to break. Her dark hoodie isn't just clothing, it's armor against the world. The fabric rough against her skin as she hugs the shadows. The town square, alive with evening strollers, food vendors hawking their wares, and the distant hum of traffic becomes a labyrinth she must navigate. Every face she passes could be an enemy, a neighbor who recognizes her, a cop on patrol. Ari's proximity amps up the paranoia. Maybe Ari is there meeting a friend, her laughter cutting through the tension like a knife. Sophia freezes for a split second, her mind racing. Run? Hide? Bluff? If she escapes Ari's notice, it's a triumph of stealth over suspicion. But if Ari calls Bayview, the response would be swift sirens wailing, lights flashing, turning the square into a scene of chaos. Now, envisioning Rachel's potential betrayal adds even more layers. Suppose Rachel starts doubting after the impersonation. Alone in Sophia's bedroom, surrounded by the remnants of her friend's life, scattered clothes. A half-read book, she might find a clue. A note, a phone message, something that reveals Sophia's true motives. The realization hits like a thunderbolt. She's been used. The emotional turmoil would be palpable, pacing, tears welling, her world tilting on its axis. Deciding to confess isn't easy. It means admitting her own folly, facing judgment from Salem's residents. But in that moment of clarity, she chooses truth over loyalty. The admission could happen in a dramatic setting, like during a family gathering or in the Horton living room where revelations often unfold. Sophia's escape crumbles, captured mid-flight, her dreams of freedom dashed. Do we think this story will play out exactly like this? It's hard to say. Days of Our Lives loves to subvert expectations. Maybe Rachel stays loyal and Sophia succeeds, leading to a new chapter of intrigue. Or perhaps Ari's call is the catalyst, not Rachel's betrayal. Either way, the tension is deliciously unbearable. We've seen similar plots before. Think of Vivian Alamane's schemes or Kristen Dimmer's manipulations. But this one feels fresh, with strong female leads driving the narrative. To expand further, let's consider the supporting cast's potential involvement. Brady, Rachel's father figure, in many ways might sense something's off. His protective instincts could lead him to probe, adding pressure on Rachel. Or what about Chloe, Sophia's sometime rival? If she gets wind of the escape, she could ally with Ari to thwart it. The town square scene could involve more than just her. Perhaps a crowd gathers if things go awry, turning a private escape into a public spectacle. Sophia, cornered, might resort to desperate measures, a chase through the streets, hiding in familiar haunts like the Brady pub, or even a hostage situation for maximum drama. The psychological aspects are fascinating too. Sophia's manipulation tactics, flattery, shared secrets, promises a future reward spree on Rachel's insecurities. Rachel, often portrayed as the underdog, finds validation in helping Sophia, making the betrayal all the more devastating. If Rachel sabotages the plan, it could be her empowerment arc, emerging stronger and wiser. Conversely, if she doesn't, it prolongs the drama, setting up future conflicts. As we wait for the episodes to air, the speculation is endless. Will Sophia's hoodie conceal her long enough? Will Ari's suspicion fade or ignite? Most crucially, will Rachel's trust hold, or will it fracture under the weight of truth? This storyline encapsulates everything we love about Days of Our Lives: suspense, emotion, and unpredictable twists. In wrapping up this extensive analysis, we could talk about it for hours more. Let's remember why we're all here. Soap operas like this one thrive on community discussion. What do you think, viewers? Drop your predictions in the comments below. Will Rachel see the light and sabotage Sophia? Or will the escape succeed, unleashing new chaos in Salem? Stay tuned to Days Drama Digest for more updates, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. Until next time, keep the drama alive.